In the heart of a bustling city, a small rescue shelter received a call about a kitten in desperate need. They sent a volunteer, Tom, to retrieve the injured kitten, who had been found abandoned behind an old warehouse. When Tom arrived, he was met with a heartbreaking sight. A tiny ball of fur, barely 7 weeks old, lay motionless in a makeshift carrier. The kitten, whom they would later name SMURF, was covered in purple ink stains and had clearly been through hell. His body was marred with deep lacerations and bite marks, evidence that he had been used as a chew toy by a larger animal or dog. Tom's heart ached at the sight, but he knew time was of the essence. He carefully transported SMURF to the shelter, where the medical team was already prepared for the grim task ahead. SMURF's tiny body trembled as they gently removed the stained fur and began assessing his injuries. Each laceration was cleaned with meticulous care, and the kitten was placed on a heating pad to help him stay warm. SMURF's survival was uncertain, his condition was critical, and the injuries were severe. The shelter staff worked tirelessly, administering antibiotics and tending to his wounds. They hoped against hope that this tiny soul, so full of life and potential, could pull through. Hours felt like days, but slowly signs of improvement began to emerge. SMURF, though still weak, started to show signs of responding to the treatment. His breathing steadied, and the little kitten managed to purr softly as the warmth of the heating pad enveloped him. It was a small victory, but it was enough to lift the spirits of everyone in the shelter. The days following were filled with careful monitoring and tender care. Each step forward was a triumph. SMURF began to eat on his own and showed an increasing interest in his surroundings. Despite the severe trauma he had endured, his resilience shone through, a beacon of hope amidst the gloom. Yet, there was still concern. The wounds were healing, but the emotional scars of his ordeal remained. SMURF had to learn to trust again, to believe that not all creatures were as cruel as the one that had harmed him. The shelter's volunteers worked patiently, offering him gentle affection and reassurance. The community rallied around SMURF's story, and the shelter received an outpouring of support. People donated supplies and funds, allowing the shelter to continue its vital work and extend their care to more animals in need. Finally, after weeks of intensive care, SMURF was declared stable. His wounds had healed, and his spirit, though still tender, was beginning to shine brightly. SMURF's story was one of survival against all odds, and it served as a reminder of the power of compassion and the collective effort needed to save lives. If you liked the video, put like and subscribe to the channel, where you will find a lot of interesting things.